Then I saw on the right hand of him who sat on the throne a scroll with writing on both sides, and sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a mighty angel proclaiming in a loud voice, "Who is worthy to break the seals and open the scroll?" But no one in heaven or on earth or under the earth could open the scroll or even look inside it. Book of Revelation, chapter 5, verses 1 through 3. Hello, everybody! My name's Ardendris, and welcome to a game I've had sitting in my Epic Games library for a while, I think. And I was just like taking a look at what I thought might be good for like the next series. So I chose this game. And this game is called Black Book. It's a... Oh, the music just soared there. This is an action-adventure role-playing game, is how it's described. And in it, we take the role of a sorceress. I'm only looking at the very minimum of what information there is on the game, so I don't spoil myself too much. So I'm just like reading a quick description. And stuff happens, and that's all I know, basically. But it's based pretty heavily on Slavic lore, apparently, is from what I can tell from like the information here. And it has some like nice puzzle pieces and some sort of deck building card combat system, which is kind of what caught my eye because I'm always a sucker for games like that. So I figured I'd give it a shot. I'm not sure what the whole tone of it is going to be, but it seemed like it was going to be like a darker style game, which kind of works considering it's October. Yeah, trying to do like, I'm not sure if this is going to be really the spooky feeling, but like a more dark, foreboding feeling. Hopefully is what I'm trying to go for. I didn't really do anything super scary last October either for like Halloween. I did more dark, gloomy, maybe a little unsettling, but nothing major. Or actually, I just did a Halloween-themed, Halloween-themed visual novels in Pit Stop in Purgatory, actually, last year. Kind of funny that that became a running series where we're just going through all the games in that one. But anyways. Huh? This literally wasn't here a moment ago. There's apparently a DLC for this game, and this is supposed to be like a roguelike sort of thing, where like you run through, you build up a deck, and then when you die, you start over again. Like that. And I don't own it, so I'm a bit confused why it suddenly decided to show itself right here. I don't know. If we like the game enough, might come back to it, might go through the DLC, but for right now, let's just stick to the game. So, I basically said all I know, so let's just jump into new game, I guess. Choose the difficulty. Difficulty can be changed in the game settings at any moment. Apprentice. Anyone who wants to experience the story without much difficulty in battles. Normal stuff you'd expect. Battle skip is possible. Is that a Z, I'm assuming? Znatka? Probably gonna butcher these words, I have no idea what they are. That's normal. Poldunya is hard and nightmare. That doesn't get a fancy word. Yeah, we're not doing that. Evil spirits roam unchecked on this difficulty level. Yeah, we're just gonna go with Znatka. We're going with normal.
Once upon a time,
Ooh.
evil spirits dwelled here in these parts, and in a sense, they still do.
Voice acting.
I will tell you a story. It happened long ago, even before the revolution. It happened here, not far from Cherdin. I heard my grandmother tell it. A man was fostering an orphan girl. He was a Noah. Everyone called him Old Yegor. She didn't want to become a witch, but he taught her his craft. She was to be married to a special young man.
Okay. I'm probably gonna turn.
Recall what exactly happened.
Every time I try to speak.
But this young man took his own life. He was later buried beyond the gates of the churchyard.
Okay. Is this
which
us?
meant that he would pass straight to hell.
Oh, that looks lovely.
As for the orphan, Vasilisa, she refused to accept it. She was intent on bringing back his soul from the inferno.
That always goes well in mythology.
To do this, she would need to break the 7 seals of the Black Book, which old Igor kept, and retrieve him.
I'm gonna turn up the text
And it
speed
was
when I
for
get the
that
chance.
reason that Vasilisa agreed to become a witch. But to become one, she needed to be initiated in a banya or at a crossroads. And so, Vasilisa set out for the crossroads.
Okay. I'm assuming... Is Vasilisa us, I'm assuming? Ooh, that's game developed by Morteshka. Actually really pretty looking. Cherdin Uyezd Perm Governorate. 1879. This is based... Okay, Perm. I know roughly where that is. Yeah, I know what region we're in, basically. It's a very interesting, very nice looking art style, actually.
I slept poorly last night.
This talking's quite a bit... let me go in here. Speed, I'm gonna... Default was 85, so I put it down to 75. I'm gonna put it back up. But, yeah, these are basically where I have the, noise settings currently. The talking on the, like, prelude sort of thing was a lot quieter. It was a lot louder than what Vasilisa just spoke.
Been waiting, hoping for you to return. But you haven't. You never sat at the table. Where are you now, sweetheart? Where are you headed? From relatives and from the warm summer, you departed.
A heartbroken girl about to do some very, probably not great stuff to try and get her love
There's
back.
no entrance or exit for you, it seems. Cold Mother Earth. There isn't even a churchyard fence to hold on to.
I really do like the art style on. Also, it's like the ambiance of like the wind hustling through the trees. Just every once in a while, broken up by the sound of wildlife standing alone at a grave.
I don't believe you would do this to yourself. It'll all be well. All will be well.
Yeah.
I'll accept this knowledge from Grandpa, though I know what you thought of that. But there's no other choice.
I feel like I should be saying more, but I sort of just don't know what to say as I'm sort of letting the dialogue go through.
From that road myself.
Yeah, this always goes well. Every single story where someone dragged someone else's soul back from the underworld ended wonderfully. Every single one, with no exceptions. And by that, I mean every single one, with no exceptions, did end poorly, where it either didn't stick or they came back a completely different person, and everything went poorly from there. So probably not the best decision to go down this road, but sure, we don't have a story if we don't.
Sleep for now. Sleep. I won't be long.
What do we got? Okay, so we're into actual gameplay. What can we do? Road to the crossroads. Oh, here's our map. Where are we? We're right here. This? What do we got? Black Book. Black Book is unavailable considering we don't have it. Map. Items. We got 3 item slots for character. Items and herbs. So there's going to be some sort of potion craft, I'm assuming. Onomasticon? Oh, is this our quest system? Belichkas are short stories of encounters with evil spirits, which took place in real life. Explore the game to learn new Belichkas. Okay. The mill that stood still. A man from Vyatka once lived in our village. He would tell us stories. One involved a miller that had to make offerings to a shishiga, or else she would prevent the mill's mechanism from turning. As an offering, he gave part of his stores of flour, grain, and breadcrumbs. On one occasion, he forgot and offered nothing. Sure enough, the windmill ground to a halt. When the man went to investigate inside the mill, there was the shishiga, sitting on the grinder, threatening him with her finger outstretched. She suddenly vanished. The miller gathered some tobacco and threw it at the shadows in the corner of the mill at midnight. The windmill started to turn again, and the shishiga stopped causing mischief. Okay, I'm assuming these are actually like real life mythology and stories, then. That's actually really cool if that's the case. Koldun initiation. It isn't easy being a Koldun. Becoming one is a terrifying experience. People tell a lot of stories. One in particular comes to mind. A man decided to punish his neighbor for changing the boundary of his field to a neighboring one. He went to a Koldun and asked, "Give me a chort with which to curse my neighbor." The Koldun replied, "It's not as simple as that. Do as I say, and you will have your chort." He then told them they would need to go to a banya at midnight. I don't know what that is. So the man gathered his courage and took along his rifle and his cross. Oh, it is scary at the banya. He loaded his gun with his cross and shot at the hearth. A fiery dog emerged and opened its maw. The only option was to climb inside, and even though his instincts told him to, he stopped himself from making the sign of the cross. He recalled at the last moment that if he did so, he would lose his hand. Okay, interesting story. Encyclopedia. From the encyclopedia, you can learn more about Russian mythology and history. You can unlock new entries by exploring the game. Koldun initiation. As any neophyte initiation, the sorcerer, called Koldun, has to pass through the maw of a beast at a crossroad. A banya, or whatever may constitute a boundary space. Okay, so a banya is like a between place then. Most often, the initiation took place at a banya, and that is why the beast is often represented by a fiery dog. In different cultural traditions, the neophyte has to pass through the maw of the totemic ancestor. Interestingly, in the Cherdin region, this tradition, has been partially preserved. In the geographic zone where Russian people interact closely with the Komi people, Kolduns have to pass through the maw of the white swan, capercaillie, pike, lizard, or bear. Capercaillie? I have no idea what that is. All of these are totemic ancestors of Komi Permians, and we can see the evidence of this in traditional bronze plaques and amulets. Okay. I wonder how much of this there is going to be and how much I'm going to have to go through. But it's seeming like there might be a lot of reading. Oh, there... rubles, money, health, how much health we have. Then there's something just called sins. How many sins have you committed? Great, we're keeping track of that. Good to know. Crossroads are one of the key points of travel between the world of the living and the depths of the underworld. It is a place that exists as a boundary between worlds. That is why the heroes of fairy tales often stop at a crossroads. They must choose their path. However, any path they choose leads to the world of unliving, the so-called Trideviato Sartsvo, the faraway kingdom. Did not pronounce that well. It is here that they must battle the serpent, or Koshei, who embodies the undead, as well as overcome other difficult challenges. Okay, and finally, Cherdin Uyezd. Cherdin Uyezd was located in the northern part of Perm gubernia. Finno-Ugric beliefs were closely interwoven with those of Christianity, creating a unique cultural blend. The first trade route from Europe to Asia passed through Cherdin, transforming every river, creek, mountain, and hill into a part of European and Asian history. Okay, we're going to learn a lot in this game, it seems like. Knowledge. What have we got in here? Skill points, devilry, number of chorts in Vasilisa's service. Each idle chort torments its Koldun master. Level, experience, orders, keys, pages, key pages. A whole lot of stuff we'll get into later on, I'm assuming. Okay, so we know the basics of what we got. We've got a skill tree with four different sub-trees. Or 4 different group. What are these? What would these be called? Each of these is a tree for the different, I guess, skill type, I'll say. I'm forgetting my actual English words I'm supposed to be saying for it. It's very bad when you can't read or speak English and it's the only language you know. Anyways, candles. Oh, I'm putting them out. Okay. Let's put those out before we walk away.
They didn't bury him in the holy ground. Unclean dead, they say. I will never believe it. He couldn't have done this to himself. Or me.
Yeah, there's definitely more going
They didn't
on.
bury him in the holy ground.
Okay, 3 things, going through it, and then it restarts itself. Okay. And yeah, I suppose that makes sense. If everyone believes that her fiancé committed suicide, a lot of cultures will, uh, say that they're unclean in death and must be kept separated, I'm assuming, is where it's going with that. I've heard of that
To go to
before.
the crossroads. The pine needles are golden with the sun already. The trees are whispering. The wind is cold. The sun is setting. Old Igor must be wondering where I am by now. I need to go to the crossroads.
Okay.
The pine needles are golden with the sun already.
Where are we? What do we have? Ooh, herbs. Adam's Head. Heals minor wounds. A useful thing on any journey. Replenish 5 health. Okay. Oh, I click on anywheres to walk there. Okay. How far out can I go? That's about it. Oh, that's a lot of crows. I wish I could sort of change the camera angle just to get like a better look around. This? What have we got? We got a field here. We can head into
I have
Villigort.
to go to the crossroads. I have nothing to do in the village. The sun is getting low. I need to hurry to the crossroads. I have to go to the crossroads. I have nothing to do in the
Okay.
village.
So there's our home village. This road will continue down that way. We're going towards the dark and scary place, though.
Spring is so hot this year. I don't have time to work in the field now. Soon the charts will work for me, as they did for old Igor.
A chort. A demon or devil who can serve as a Kuldoon's familiar. Interesting,
Spring
okay.
is so hot this year.
So, we're gonna be summoning demons. Okay. I'm not surprised looking at some of the other stuff, but okay, we're gonna get demons then. Yeah, this might be going down that darker road I was looking for the season. Prologue. Initiation of a Kuldoon. What have we got?
The darkness of the night is filled with anticipation. You're at Mikhail's crossroads, along with old Yegor. You know the ritual that has to be done, but you've never thought of what might happen once it's complete. However, the time to draw the circle has come.
Okay. This is, I think our character called him Grandpa at one point, though I'm assuming, though I think it looks like he's not technically related by blood, he just took us in when our parents died. And apparently, he's very good with magic and has taught us what he knows. Look around. Got Igor. Golbats.
The crosses look old. It seems people were buried here quite some time ago. Clearly,
Okay.
the beds here mark the graves of the unclean. Otherwise, why would they be near a crossroads?
Okay.
They say Mikhail the merchant was killed here by factory workers on the run. That's why it is called Mikhail's crossroads. Is it
Oh.
possible he's under one of these golbets?
Okay. So, gravestones in
The
the...
crosses look old. It seems people were buried here
What
quite
else have
some
we
time
got?
ago.
So there are things looking at us from somewheres over there. We've got a milepost. We got other stuff to look at.
Cherding, 16 miles. Solikamsk, 102 miles. Nirop, 21 miles. This
Okay.
milepost has been here for a long time.
Oops.
The paint is almost gone.
We're being watched a
Cherding,
lot.
16 miles. Solikamsk,
Candles.
102 miles. Nirop, 21 miles.
I accidentally clicked. I clicked on that and it just started kept going. Candles. Old and enchanted candles from old Igor's hut. With their help, you can draw a circle that can offer protection against evil spirits. Applies 3 somethings on the first turn. We can't keep going that way. There was more down this walkway, and then we're going to talk to our... to Igor. Adam said... how far is it going to let me go? For right now, that looks like the extent of how far we can go. Okay. Are we about to start the ritual? I think so.
So, have you found the candles?
Oh, we were supposed to talk to him and he was gonna say that we needed to find candles, I'm supposing.
Well done. All by yourself at that. Seems my teachings were not lost on you, after all. Now let's draw a circle.
Okay, so right, we're gonna get like the 3D rendered like this for most of the part. Whenever it's like going to be a dialogue between multiple characters, it seems we're gonna get these visual novel pieces then. Okay, I'm good with that.
Be careful not to leave any gaps, otherwise we'll be crushed by evil spirits.
Okay, make a circle. Okay, ritual circle is complete.
I've made a circle. Is it alright, Grandfather?
The circle is drawn. No gaps, good. Too late to dither now.
You think that I can help him?
Sure you can. You can do anything when you have the book. So says the legend.
Mikhail's Crossroad. I didn't realize that's going to change to wherever we are, I think. I suppose.
Well, go on. It's time for you to take my knowledge.
What does this ritual entail?
Such a long time we've spent together. Parting with it is bittersweet. Well, take it.
Oh. Do I click to open this? Yes, I do.
Would you look at that? What power emanates from the book?
Things are gonna go poorly when we start using this book's power, isn't it?
The seal is open. It seems great sorcery lurks in you. Well, think about it later. Now speak the words I taught you.
Read the spell. Okay.
I'll get up without crossing myself, but I will go to the crossroads. On the crossroads, I'll draw a circle and step into it. And I shall speak. Good merchants, come and buy my cat.
Huh?
For this cat, give me neither inconvertible ruble nor a fine hat. But bestow me with knowledge of the dark and eyes with vision sharp. So as I have said, so it will be. My words are stone.
Koldun.
Here are your merchants. Now listen carefully if you value your life.
Okay. Sudden shadow monsters. Okay.
To become a witch, you have to defeat this demon.
Okay, so we're gonna get into combat here.
Time for your first Zagavar.
Zagavar. Spell. Okay. Welcome to your first battle. Each battle consists of turns. You and your enemy take turns, but you always get to go first. You win when you destroy all enemies before you, reducing their health to 0. This is the Black Book. It contains all of your Zagavers. Try using the page Urazi. Press the end turn button to recite your Zagavar. Okay. Urazi does 4 damage. It goes up there. And then I'm assuming this means it's in the queue, and as soon as I hit end turn, it will activate then. It's already automatically locked onto this demon. End turn. Urazi. Ooh, it's a fire spell. Ah, we're being bitten. The pages you had the previous turn have changed. The book alters the pages each turn. Okay. Enemy attacks can be blocked with the defense. It looks like a planchette. Defense shields you from damage, but disappears on your next turn. Suppose it could also just be like a heater shield, or kite shield rather. Recite the page Al Avdalai, which has the defense effect. Avdalai. I'm being...
Such enchanted words protect from demons, but this protection fades quickly.
Okay, defense lasts a single turn, it looks like. Unsurprising.
Now throw up a complete Zagavar.
You may combine several pages into a Zagavar. You can currently recite a maximum of 3 pages, as indicated by the empty slots at the top of the screen. A Zagavar consists of orders and keys. You can currently recite a Zagavar consisting of 2 orders and 1 key. Kaba's a key, but these other 4 are all orders. Okay, so that's what it means by orders and keys then, from the page we saw before. You can see the type of the page in the upper left corner. So we can do something like that. That'll do 8 damage and give us 3 defense. Urazi! Urazi! Rabba!
Good job, Vasya. This demon is nearly beaten. A couple more spells to rid the world of it.
Okay. The Black Book helps you predict your enemy's actions. Study the enemy's intent carefully to upset their plans. Ooh, we have a new spell here. Scorch it. Scorch it? That basically just says scorch it. Okay. Deal 3 damage each turn, ignoring armor. Waste seems like a cool ability. Barahel. Increase damage of each page for 2. Okay, so extra damage. Ruda. So if I wanted to do Verahel, sure, I'll use it. Ruda. Oh, that will boost that up to 4. I was curious why it said 4 on the top. Okay. Verahel. Scorch it. Ruda. Demon Slain. Oh. Hello there. Is that the gate to the underworld?
Take that, you mangy hellhound.
Yep, that's the gates to the underworld.
Well, now, Vasya, answer this maw. You'll be a witch as soon as you return. Well, safe travels.
Yeah, just head to the underworld, you'll be fine, you'll become a witch. Sure, it's as easy as that. Just walk into this. That's not menacing at all. Welcome to the underworld, I suppose. Black Rift. How to become a witch. Oh, these are just the candles we just get to keep on us, and at the start of the first turn we... Okay, so these are like relics that we acquire and they give us boosts. That's what the items page is. That makes sense. Let's walk to the rift. It's the only thing we can do. What was the little circle it just did? Hello?
Oh, is that you, Vasilisa?
Hi.
I should congratulate you. For the first seal is open. Only 6 remain.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but will you be able to open the rest?
Hopefully. That's the goal.
This is another matter entirely.
The wish. Who are you? Seals, straight up leave. Who are you?
What sort of devil are you?
How rude, Vasilisa.
Don't ask that. They get angry.
I'm your chief advisor. It is I who grants you the powers of a Khaldun.
Okay.
We will become better acquainted in time, I presume.
How do
Seals?
I open the seals?
Oh, can't figure it out by yourself, girl. I'm disappointed in you.
Okay, rude. We literally just became a witch. Like, we didn't even know we had to break seals, I don't think, up until right now. Or maybe we did. I have no idea. The wish.
I'm curious. Can the Black Book grant any wish?
Indeed, as legend dictates. Who
Okay.
knows? Perhaps you shall meet your beloved soon.
That could be, that could just mean we die and join them. Which would be bad.
Who is worthy to open the scroll and break its seals? No one in heaven, on earth, or beneath it has ever been able to open the scroll or look upon it. Yet.
That leaves room for us to be the first, I suppose.
Let
Goodbye.
me return to the land of the living.
Not just yet.
Not happy.
Have you forgotten your purpose?
Our purpose.
I name you a witch. How many demons will you take on for your service?
As many as possible or one? Do I just get like a whole gang of demons? I kind of want just a whole gang of demons. That sounds pretty awesome.
Well, I will certainly need the help of demons. So give me as many as possible.
That's the spirit.
You have just committed your first sin. They say that the fate of the Khaldun and witch is to burn in eternal flames with no chance for absolution. The outcome of some events of the game is yours to decide. Your sin counter will change according to your decisions. Your number of sins affects your choice of replies as well as possible game endings. Ooh, we've got multiple endings depending on how we act. Nice. I've always find stuff like that interesting. They say each person has an angel on their right shoulder and a devil on their left, to whom you turn your ear to. But to whom you turn your ear is entirely up to you. I think we're turning our ears to the devil, considering we're talking to a devil, it seems like.
But you are still too weak. Soon you will have 3 charts at your command. That's enough for now.
Okay, so we're starting with 3 demons, and I'm assuming we'll gain more as we go.
Now go. Perhaps we'll meet again. If you manage to open the seals.
Okay. Goodbye, whatever your name is. You didn't actually give me it. Black Book. Oh, well, look, we finally got to the title screen. That's a very beat-up looking building. I thought it was on fire for a second there. Grunts.
What?
Random
What?
exclamations, random grunts, random exclamations.
Well, are you awake?
Okay, we've probably been out for a
The
while.
sun rose while you were coming to. Had to drag you home.
Sorry about
I
that.
understand it's not easy to pass through the devil's domain. So, you've seen it?
Huh? Are we home? Seems like it was all a dream. The devil made me a witch.
Well, then it is a good
Ooh,
day.
we got new stuff.
What did I tell you? You should have become a witch a long time ago.
A new Belichka to go through.
Well, what's done is done. The legend says that your wish is behind the 7 seals. I could never open the first one.
But we did immediately.
Here's the second seal, the Aspen one.
How do I open it? Maybe it was the demon at the crossroads that opened the first.
Was it the demon or was it us?
Perhaps. I think that demons do play a part, but what spirit is the Aspen one? I'll have to rack my brain a bit.
Okay, so are we gonna have to track down 6 more demons? 6 very specific, very strong more demons in order to unlock the rest of the seals on the book and unlock its true power, I'm assuming. Okay. And then we'll get good endings or bad endings depending on how we act, I'm assuming.
Maybe there's something in the books? You yourself are a witch now. I knew that you would not let me down. The news of your enlightenment has spread already. Must be the Susetkes who told the heads of the families.
Okay. So Setka, our house spirits or hobgoblins, lives under the hearth or in the Golbet's cellar. Okay.
Now people will come to you for advice. I am old now, not many teeth left. My Koldun powers are waning.
Okay. So, yeah, it seems like Slavic. Wow, words are hard. Definitely a culture where witches aren't so feared and hunted down, and you were murdered if they thought you might even be a witch. Not the case here. I didn't think it was. I thought I remembered, like, this region being, like, witches and magical beings were more teachers and guidance than, something to be feared. Although you really could fear them as well. They could be pretty powerful.
Now it is you who will help the people around here. Perhaps you will even find the right demon for your problem. Well, while you were coming to your senses, I've already spoken to most of the visitors. There's only one left. He's waiting behind the door.
Okay.
Look around for a start. Your book is over there, on the table.
Actually, it looks like it's currently on our back.
Do you remember how I taught you bookbinding? Afterwards, see to that visitor of yours. Some evil spirit has been giving him trouble.
Okay, we'll speak to him in a moment. We have other
Got
stuff.
it?
Yeah, we got it. We got other stuff to look through. What about the devil?
Have you yourself met this devil?
I was initiated as a Koldun once.
Okay, so everyone meets
I
them.
saw this devil who gave me my charts.
I went to look at that as if we haven't read it several times
I
already.
couldn't even lift the first seal. And you, who all you needed was one touch, and it's gone already.
Ah,
It seems there is great power within you. Got it?
yeah. Got it. That's why we're the main character of the video game and you're not. Sorry. Sorry. Let's get to
I got
work.
it, Grandpa. Time to get to work.
Look for the spirits around the district. Maybe we'll get lucky with the seals. We should not tarry.
Okay.
Who knows? Perhaps after 40 days have passed, we won't be able to help.
Okay, the 40th day. In Eastern Orthodoxy, a traditional memorial service held on the 40th day after the death of the departed, after which they leave this world. Their soul leaves this world.
God bless.
Okay. So what do we have here? We can... Hmm. Red corner. What have we got here?
So, Vasya, have you taken well to
Okay.
learning the mystical arts? Are you curious enough to learn some more?
About...
So, how did you become a Khaldun, grandfather?
I was born in Vilgard, the sixth son of my father, Yevlam Pichurov. It was a big family, not the richest though.
Okay. Might as well do exposition and backstory while we're here. But Vilgort, a large village in Cherdin district, where you were born and raised by old Igor. Vilgort means new village in the Komi-Permian language. Okay.
When you have so many mouths to feed, it's hard to save money. But we lived well as a family. The house must have been built well. That is to say, I realize this now. Then one year, a seventh brother was born. Timofey, he was called. He was a good lad. He
Okay.
grew up, but I didn't look after him well enough. Heavy is this sin of mine. I still feel guilty.
Okay, I think I know where this is going.
Vasya, having chores is a trivial thing. You would do better to protect the ones closest to you, to fight for them. It's knowledge that gives us strength, for we harness their own power against them, with the chores under our control. One day I was looking after Timofey. We were playing with the other children, but I lost my patience with a boy.
I'm assuming,
I cursed him
yeah.
severely, sent him to the Leshy.
Let's see. Also known as a Vorsa, a Komi word. Spirits who are the masters of forests and sometimes fields and meadows. They control the weather and also animals and evil spirits who inhabit their domain. Hunters and shepherds have to come to an agreement with Leshis and offer them gifts and bargains.
So the Leshy carried him away. We never found Timoshka. He'd vanished. Oh, it's hard to bear these scenes, Vasya. So hard.
So, he gave his brother to a dangerous spirit, and then learned magic in order to try to atone for it, I'm assuming?
So I decided to become
Yeah.
a Khaldun. I wouldn't let the Dark Ones harm my family ever again. Or so I thought. Well, I'll tell the story of how I became a Khaldun later. Ask me tomorrow. It's hard to remember all these things of the past. You'll understand when you're as old as me.
Okay. Then we have evil spirits and Isba.
No, I have to go, grandfather.
I'll come back
We'll
to
talk
read the
later.
rest of that. What else have we got in here? The book is here. On this screen, you can change the page composition of the black book. On the right side, you can see the current page composition of it. On the left side are pages available to you, but not in the black book composition. You can categorize pages with special filters. You might receive pages that are currently unavailable as battle or task rewards. You can alter the page composition of the book. To craft new pages, you need rubles, though. Okay. The volume has to stay within the limits of a maximum minimum number of pages. You might also save 3 different sets of pages and change them as needed. Okay, that's nice. So we can have like different setups, and looks like our minimum deck is 13 and the maximum deck is 33. Good to know. In time, you will uncover even more Black Book pages, which are sealed away at the present. You can change the composition at any time, except during combat. That makes sense. What have we got here? We have 8 pages here, but only 7 in the book right now? Or 8 different types. What isn't currently in? Barahale, Scorch Hit, Ruda. Ruda's not in. That's just 2 damage. Irazi's just better. Why would you ever go for Ruda? I guess because it's cheaper and you can just, like, spam it a bit more into the deck. We have a maximum amount of each type. Or if I want to, because I just put like 7 Eurazis. But, we have free reign over what's in there as long as we have the page for it. And we can get the money to put it in. Okay. Map, we've already seen that. Items. Called an initiation. 2 out of 2. Haven't read this one yet. He climbed down into the hearth, of course. What would you have done? As soon as he entered the maw, he saw fidgety little people sitting behind set tables. I want one small chort with which I can curse my neighbor. The imps replied matter-of-factly, we come in no fewer than 3. The man awoke in the banya with 3 chorts. Father, give us work, we want to eat. He gave them a cat to curse and some other small tasks. More and more chorts appeared. He tried to keep up with the demands of the chorts, but he soon grew exhausted in mind and body. In the end, the chorts took to entertaining themselves with the villagers, until all of the inhabitants were cursed. Okay, so you must be very careful when dealing with demons. Looks like we don't have any experience left yet, so that first battle didn't do anything. Devilry. Number of chorts in Vasilisa's service. Didn't it say we had 3? And then we have other stuff, skill points, order pages, key pages. Okay. So, some expected stuff, some stuff I can work through later on. Do we have anything else to look at in here?
Grandfather says that in days of old, they used to bury people under the stove. That is how the domovoi came to be.
House spirits, okay.
Fedosia, my guest, have a sit on the stove. Take a bite of some bread rolls.
Who's Fedosia?
Grandfather says that in days of old,
Is that the
they used
person
to
waiting
bury
outside
people
for
under the
us?
stove. That is how the domovoi came to be.
Okay, so the red corner we still can't do anything with. Is this a memorial to someone, I'm assuming? No idea.
Galbets and his boss cellar. Old Igor says that's where the domovoi lives. I've never met one, but I once saw a black figure standing still in the corner of the house. I'll learn to
Okay.
divine from Zisetko someday. If I see one, that is. We don't have a domovoi. Must be difficult to live with chorts and kolduns under one roof.
Yeah, the house spirit was like, you have demons and I don't want to be here, apparently. Is that a bush moving outside or is that a being?
Galbets and his boss cellar.
Eh,
Old Igor
Then we
says
have
that's where the
all these
domovoi
books to
lives.
look at, and I
I've
suppose
never
we
met
could
one,
continue
but I
speaking with
once saw a
Igor.
black figure standing still in the corner of the
But,
house. There's a great number of books in this collection. Illuminated books
Books
of
of-
old as well. Black books are not kept here, however. They're in a secret compartment near the furnace.
Well, they're not in the compartment by the furnace either. They're currently on the table.
I'll read all these books one day. To be a knower is so much more than wrangling chorts.
Okay. Knowers, vast amount. Seems probably akin to like a sage.
There's a great number of books in this collection.
Have you read that one?
Illuminated books of old as well. Black books are
Oh,
not kept
we
here,
got one
however.
more thing to
They're in a
look at in
secret
here, real
compartment near
quick,
the
as
furnace.
it continues speaking. Okay. Just an art piece, I guess. Okay. So the next thing to do would be speak to the visitor and finish up with our conversations with Igor. But, in the time, this is probably a pretty good place to end things off anyways before we go too much farther into things. So far I really like the music and the art style of this, and it seems like the story is going to get pretty interesting. Combat-wise, we've only seen one example of it, so I don't know what to expect fully, but it's kind of what I expect from like a card-based combat system of its kind. We'll have to see how in-depth or how things change as we go on. We've only seen a couple of different things. Like, we know we have waste to do damage over turns, less to do extra damage. What is this well-versed? The page effect amplifies by 1 for every other page of the same color in Zagaver. Okay, so Igla heals us if we use multiple white pages in a spell. And Kila does extra damage if we use multiple black spells in the Zagaver. multiple black pages in the Zagafur. Okay. That's what I assume it does, at least. And other than that, most of our spells, as it stands, are not anything special, but we do have a couple special effects. And then, we have, oh, first seal. Solitary Sun stands by the seal. He opens it not for the one that can hold the book, but for the one with the strength to open the seals. Okay, and then we have, like, a whole bunch of seals. And it looks like we get some little hints about, or a little bit of information about each seal, or a little hint about each seal. I'm not going to go too much into those. Leave that as a bit of a surprise. But, anyways, we'll get back into this. We're gonna end off for here, though. So I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody.